Hi guys, Jess Speciale here, and you're watching Mum on Purpose. So today I want to talk about why you are not losing weight. Yes, what is it that stops you from losing weight? Why do you start losing weight? Then go back to your old ways. What's going on? Now, I'm not going to go off on some tangent about negative people you have in your life or blah, 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 blah. I want to get into the nitty gritty of what's going on up here. Okay, I'm really interested in this because I have clients that do such incredible jobs, you know, on their weight loss journey, and then they seem to fall off the wagon and it's really hard to get back on. So there are a few reasons for this, and I've done research. Look, anybody can do the kind of research that I have. The kind of research I do is very, very broad. It's not super deep. So I'm not going to cite the studies for you, but use your common sense and listen and see if this is something that resonates with you. So let's talk neuroscience, okay? Now, when we have an ingrained thought or an ingrained habit within our brain, you can, and it's something that's been going on for some time. So maybe these are our old habits of, you know, eating bad food, not exercising, doing all those things. You know, like something happens and then we go grab something to eat. We eat to cope, or, you know, we eat to have fun. You can imagine our thoughts and our connections in our brain to be a bit like a stream, okay? So when water goes down a path, it starts to carve out a path, a connection, okay? And the more water that goes through over a longer period of time, the stream or the path of the stream becomes more entrenched, more solid, bigger, wider, deeper, okay? And then more water that keeps going down, going down, going down, it becomes now, you know, an ingrained part of the world, the landscape, as you will. Same kind of thing happens within our brain. So as we start having these similar thoughts, more actions, more behavior that reinforces this, you can imagine these connections in our brain going down, 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 down. Now the great thing about our brain is now that we form this really entrenched habit, our brain is plastic, right? And plastic basically means it can change itself. So if we decide, I've had enough of this, I want to start on this new behavior, we can basically build a dam in our stream. We can build a dam in our stream and we can start a new behavior. A couple of things about starting a new behavior. When we start a new behavior and a new idea, our brain wants to back it up straight away. It needs to make sense of it. It needs to make this connection stronger. Otherwise, the connection is just going to wither away and fall apart. Our brain is constantly forgetting things on purpose to become more efficient. So we become more set in our ways as our strong connections get stronger, and the ones we're not using, the brain doesn't need them anymore. So it's going to just get rid of them, cannibalize them. I don't know. They go. So as we start a new habit, it's starting off quite weak in our brain. So we need to do as much as we can to reinforce this behavior. So our brain is looking for and will reward you for more behavior like this. So say you want to get healthy. If you go to the grocery store and start getting healthy food, you're going to get a dopamine hit. You're going to feel great. You're reinforcing this behavior. The brain's like, yes, 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 keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. The thing is, it's not a strong connection. So you need to keep on this path, and you need to start enlisting and doing and researching things to make this connection stronger. Because you've been doing this along the stream for a really, really, really long time, it's gonna be pretty hard to shut this off. And then what happens is, if you go from this new behavior back to the stream, you're not just going down as a little trickle, starting it all over again. You've basically put dynamite under the dam and exploded it, right? Because it's still quite a strong connection if you haven't been doing this new way of living or this new lifestyle for very long. So you've basically exploded the dam, and then you're just way back in your old ways, and you're there and it feels like you never left. You're right back where you started. Who's ever felt like that? Yep, I know I have. Funny thing though, if you keep doing this, right? So you keep like, enough's enough. I'm going to start my new journey. Oh no, but I really want bread. But I really just love cake. you know, one weekend won't hurt. What's going to happen is you're going to create a new habit and a new connection between stopping the new back into the old, right? It becomes a loop, a habit loop in your brain, so that if we're going along this new journey, say we want to start it again, and it starts to get too hard, your brain's like, hey, I know what we do then. We go back here, right? So how do we stop this? What we've got to do, we've got to give this enough time. Okay, guys, we've got to give the old stream enough time to start drying out, because it's been there for a really long time and it might be there for quite some time after. So we really need time is of the essence in order for us to reorganize our brains into this new way, and having this as the brand new habit and this being not as strong, we need to give this a lot of time. We need to give this a lot of reinforcement. We need to research. We need community. It's so much easier to change when you have a community of like-minded people around you, because this behavior is being reinforced. We're constantly seeing it. We're rewarding ourselves for fitting in with the tribe, right? So we're getting great dopamine. Oh, we're feeling all great. We fit in with the tribe, everybody who's doing what we're doing, which is why working out in a community, losing weight in a community, doing anything in a community is going to really help you along your way on your journey. So if you can surround yourself with like-minded people who want you to achieve, that's going to be great. And look, there are going to be people who doubt you, who make fun of you, who try and drag you down. That is life, okay? And I'm not really going to go into what do you do if your partner's dragging you down. You just got to be strong and surround yourself with the right type of people. Understand why you're doing this to pull you forward. Okay, I've done another video on goal setting and breaking down your goals so that you can keep feeling like a winner even when people around you are trying to pull you down. Because if you are moving in the direction of what you want to achieve and somebody's trying to drag you down, you've got such a history of success. If you do the goal setting the way that I've explained in my other video, which I will link for you, then you can keep going. It's not going to derail you. So knowing this, I feel like knowledge is power. So if you know now that this becomes a cycle, okay, so change your behavior, new behavior, go back. That's empowering, knowing that, okay? Because then you know, hey, it is not worth going down that path. It is not worth going out and spending the whole week eating whatever I want, or, it is not worth going back to that old behavior, because I know it's already entrenched. It's going to be so easy to go back there. And then I'm going to reinforce this. So that's power, guys. Knowing that you've got more ammo and more decision making and more, trusting yourself to just keep going no matter what. So it's going to be hard. And I think that's the thing that really derails us as well. We think it's going to be easy. Once we've known this new behavior, we think it's going to be easy. It will, as we give it time and as it becomes a new habit. So we really need to surround ourselves in an area or a situation, maybe a challenge or something like that, where we've got guidance for an extended period of time. We've got somebody who's going to keep us accountable. We have a positive community. So this is really going to help us stay on track. And that might possibly be, if you're lacking any of that, that might be why you haven't lost weight or you keep yo-yo dieting in your way. So I know there are lots of different reasons, and I myself, having suffered an eating disorder earlier in my life, I've done a lot of healing work and psychological work in order to heal myself and my relationship with food, and the reasons why I did that. So I am not saying in any way, shape or form that is the only way, but I'm saying in your brain, that is a pathway of why you might not be losing weight. If, say, you do have an eating disorder or binge eating or whatever, that's something else entirely of itself. And I certainly recommend getting help so that you can heal and come to terms with all of that. So anyway, I hope you got something out of that, and I hope that helps you to understand why maybe you are not losing weight. And if you did resonate with that, or it does make sense to you, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. Let me know what you got out of this video. And I'll speak to you guys next time. Okay, bye.